So ESPN, Shannon Sharpe, and Stephen A. Smith, they recapped the Super Bowl. If you guys have not, you've been living on the rock, the Kansas City Chiefs just got mauled by the Philadelphia Eagles. They just got pounded, okay? I felt sorry for the Kansas City Chiefs fans, okay? But that's neither the reason why I'm making this video, which, by the way, let me add some more gems and jewels to this. It was the most watched Super Bowl by viewership. Also, more people watched the halftime performance with Kendrick Lamar was the most viewed and watched. So don't believe the hype about what everyone's saying on social media. You know, look, there's a lot of Drake stands out there that will say anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Super Bowl is the NFL is popular, and the Super Bowl is the most popular event. Okay. Every artist, every content creator, every actor, actresses, whatever, musician wants to be in that spotlight, okay? Not overseas doing a concert, all right? So let's just get that on out the way. But that's neither here nor there. We'll just move a little further, talk about what Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe said. So Shannon Sharpe made a theory saying that the GOAT debate is over between Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. He basically put a cap on it. He basically said, hey, there's nothing Patrick Mahomes can do for the foreseeable future. What he done already contribute, was already cemented in, is not enough to have a GOAT debate discussion between Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, which is kind of weird because when he was on Undisputed, he was champagning and campaigning for Patrick Mahomes, and he thought that Patrick Mahomes was the future and Tom Brady wasn't. It's crazy how when you go to another network and you're doing your own things, how things quickly change. But you know, that's Shannon Sharpe's opinion. More power to him, all right? But Ryan Clark just pounced. When he got done talking, Ryan Clark pounced him from start to finish. And there was little Shannon Sharpe can do. And Shannon Sharpe went to that old stick that he used to say to Skip Bayless over at Undisputed, saying, well, if we talk about championships, then how come Robert Orr is not mentioned? If we talk about accomplishments, how come we don't never talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? You know, there's more to it. You know, he goes into this stick about, you know, he never answers the question. He just, you know, answer the question with more questions, all right? Questions that we already know, all right? But that's neither here nor there. So, basically, Ryan Clark said, you have to pick a struggle, my guy. Either, he has room to add to his legacy, or he doesn't. Because if you say he doesn't, then why you don't use that same theory on LeBron James? LeBron James, and look, I know there's going to be some LeBron James fans out there. LeBron James, to me, is a great player. He's a superstar. I just don't consider him better than Michael Jordan or Kobe Bean Bryant. That's just my opinion, all right? I just don't see what he has done to knock those two individuals out of their positions, all right? Even though he's done played 20 plus years, he has 7-8 more years than Michael Jordan, and he doesn't have more scoring titles than Michael Jordan, doesn't have more defensive titles than Michael Jordan, doesn't have more steals than Michael Jordan, doesn't have more championships than Michael Jordan, doesn't have more MVPs than Michael Jordan, doesn't have more final MVPs than Michael Jordan. Shall I go on? I should just stop right there. Just that right there. He doesn't even have more championships than Michael Jordan. The things that matter the most, he's lacking when you try to compare him to Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And if Shannon Sharpe is going to use this theory of there's nothing Patrick Mahomes can do for the foreseeable future that can turn his fortune around as far as the GOAT conversation about him and Tom Brady, then why you don't utilize that same theory with Michael Jordan and LeBron James? And that's the point that Ryan Clark was making. He also said that you cape for LeBron James more than any sports personality, and you talk about him every day, making excuses for him every day. And he also listed the things that you know, LeBron James' path to winning titles wasn't that easy. Okay, when he was with Cleveland, the first 8 years, he got them to the finals, but they won diddly squat. LeBron James didn't know how to win titles. He didn't even know how to be a leader until he took his talents to South Beach and joined and joined that and joined Pat Riley, the ownership, Dwayne Wade. They won titles even before LeBron James. And LeBron James had to grow and mature into the person that he is today. Yeah, they stumbled when they formed the Big Three over there. They lost to the Dallas Mavericks, a team that wasn't even, if you match talent to talent, the Heat had better talent than the Dallas Mavericks. The reason why the Dallas Mavericks beat the Heat, it wasn't because they were more talented than the Heat. It's just a simple fact. They had a strategy. They had more. They had better chemistry. They worked well with each other. There wasn't just a bunch of pieces, puzzle pieces from different pieces of other puzzles that you're trying to make into one puzzle piece. And they lost that one. They nearly almost lost to. They also lost to the San Antonio Spurs. All right. Now they did turn their fortunes around. LeBron did win 2 titles with the Heat. His first 2 titles with the Heat. Now he wants to make. There's a lot of people want to make the argument that the Heat wouldn't have won those titles without LeBron James. Everyone can make an honest argument. If LeBron James would have stayed in Cleveland, he wouldn't even sniff a title. Okay, so we're going to use that argument, use the other argument. Now, he did go back to Cleveland. He won a title with Cleveland. He beat the Golden State Warriors, but the Golden State Warriors beat him twice, with before Kevin Durant and with Kevin Durant. All right. And I felt like when they added Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors, LeBron's legacy was cemented. There was nothing else he could do after that. He was not a better player than Kevin Durant. LeBron James took his talents to the Los Angeles Lakers. He did win a title with the Los Angeles Lakers, but we also have to take in account that was a shortened season. That was COVID. A lot of players didn't want to play there. A lot of players was scratching the season as gone, null and voided, but they still won a title. It doesn't matter. To me, I still credit them as far as winning a title go. And that's it. LeBron James hasn't done anything since then. If you want to talk about the tournament, I think they won the tournament last year. You want to, that in-season tournament. If y'all want to cap for that, go right ahead. But LeBron hasn't done anything that you can say, okay, that clearly, what he did clearly puts him heads and above Michael Jordan or even Kobe Bryant. Okay? Matter of fact, Steph Curry has more titles than LeBron. Has the same titles as LeBron. No, LeBron's had 4. Steph Curry, I believe, has 5. Okay? But no one put Steph Curry in the GOAT conversation. All right? And he did it all with one team. That should speak in volumes, but it doesn't in today's times. I understand. So if you look at if you look at LeBron James' resume, it's similar to Patrick Mahomes. And if you look at Tom Brady's resume, it's almost as close as Michael Jordan's. Okay? To me, I don't think there should be a GOAT conversation, because when you're trying to compare different eras, you have to take into account of the competition that they had, the league. I think when I know when Michael Jordan was winning his titles, defense was important. Defense was a thing. Centers played their positions. All right. Was there better athleticism and better scoring than today's NBA? No. But are you gonna sit up there and tell me there was no talent in Jordan's era? Jordan was the only one. There was talent in the NBA. Unfortunately, Jordan was the Golden State Warriors. Jordan was the San Antonio Spurs, the teams that LeBron James struggled with with his time and in his era. All right. So, what Ryan Clark said to Shannon Sharpe is, look, you got to pick a side, okay? Either it's already cemented in. There's nothing you can do in the GOAT conversation, even if you win a Super Bowl down the road, and you have more accolades down the road. Can we start saying that it should be a conversation with him and Tom Brady? Because you already shut the door on it. And if you're gonna have that position, why you don't have that position for Michael Jordan and LeBron James? That's the point Ryan Clark was making. Now, I will say this, okay? Patrick Mahomes will probably see more Super Bowls. I don't know about Super Bowl wins, but he'll probably be in more Super Bowls, and I'm pretty sure he's going to win a couple than LeBron James. All right. I think the LeBron James era has been over. It's been over for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't think LeBron James is going to ever sniff a title. I don't think LeBron James is even going to sniff the Western Conference Finals. All right. He may occasionally get into the playoffs. All right. But if you look at the decision that they made in this trade, and people are already saying they played one game together, Luka and LeBron James, and people are already saying, and I knew they was going to say this, that that's the best duo in the NBA. All right. We don't know what's going to happen down the road when the NBA has an off season, NBA free agency, the start of training camp. But if you look at that trade wasn't meant to enhance LeBron James. That trade was decided on, the Lakers saying to themselves, we need to start looking into the future. We need to find the next one. Okay. And Luka is their future. All right. I think Luka is going to do extraordinary with the Los Angeles Lakers, but they're going to have to build players around him that's going to fit better with him. I'm not saying LeBron James can't fit with him, but what I will say, you got two players that are ball dominant. They need the ball desperately. They can't play away from the ball. Now, LeBron can do it in spurts, but for you to sit up there and tell LeBron everything that you've been doing till now, you're going to have to change for Luka. I don't see that happening. I see LeBron being a team player and trying it, but when you're in that competitive mode, you're going to go back to what works for you. All right. And there's going to be some growing pains with LeBron James and Luka. It's not going to be easy because both of these guys need the ball. All right. As long as JJ Redick there, LeBron's going to get that opportunity, but I don't think JJ Redick's going to be there. He's got one more year to prove himself, and then he just is gone. Okay. I think they're going to get a coach in there that understands Luka's skill set and understand that the international play of basketball, that's not going to help LeBron James if he wants to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. All right. So, and definitely not going to help his son. They're going to start building around Luka is the point that I'm making. So yeah, I think, the Lakers are moving on. They're moving to the future. I think LeBron, if he wants to play for the Lakers, that's fine and dandy. But they're building around Luka Doncic. Okay. They're not building around LeBron James. LeBron James time has came and went. I don't believe LeBron James had anything to do with Anthony Davis being traded. If they would have, I don't even think they even asked LeBron James because they already knew the answer. LeBron was going to say, no, I want Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis fits LeBron's skill set more than Luka. Okay. Now, a lot of people are pointing at the fact that Anthony Davis is injured. and we'll have to wait and see how long he's going to be out. But if you look at the trade short term, it will benefit the Dallas Mavericks as far as competing and winning for a title. As long as Kyrie Irving is in the right headset, they already got Klay Thompson over there. They got Anthony Davis. They already got some big men. Now Anthony Davis can go back to his natural four. And I think when it comes back, I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to play a half-court game. And if Anthony Davis is healthy, if those big men are healthy, that's going to be very beneficial for the Dallas Mavericks moving forward. Okay. And I think the Oklahoma City Thunder it's going to be tough for them, even though they have the most talent. They're more talented, but they don't have big men that can compete with those big guys. Okay. But back to Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I feel like Patrick Mahomes will probably be in a Super Bowl faster than LeBron James winning, just even being in the Western Conference Finals. Let's just be real and honest, okay? The Lakers are rebuilding. It's a soft rebuild, but it's a rebuild. And they realize these next couple of years are not going to be very competitive years. It'd be best for them not to be competitive so they can draft players that fits Luka skill set, and they'll be in the higher tier draft where they can draft players that will fit better. They're gonna have shooters around Luka. They may have a big man down low, but this is going to be more of a European, international setup. And I don't think JJ Redick is made for that. I think JJ Redick is made for benefiting LeBron James. And like I said, JJ Redick got one more year to prove. I don't think they're going to fire him in the first year, but I do believe that they might fire him in his second year. At least he's got experience. He can go coach someplace else. And yeah. So Shannon Sharpe. And this is another thing, and I wish I would have said this earlier, and this make this video extremely long. I do apologize. But Shannon Sharpe, this is why I don't listen. I watch and listen to Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, whoever is on the television. I watch and listen, but I don't take what they say seriously because everyone has agendas. Shannon Sharpe clearly has an agenda. Shannon Sharpe don't even believe everything is coming out of his mouth. He has an agenda, and it's to satisfy LeBron James, and LeBron James stands. Shannon Sharpe don't believe everything that's coming out of his mouth. Okay, and Skip Bayless used to do this. Skip Bayless would hate on LeBron show after show because Skip Bayless knew that's what drew the viewership in. People would literally watch Skip Bayless to hear what negative thing he was going to say about LeBron James, and Skip Bayless knew that. He played you guys like flutes. Okay, so that's why I don't listen to a lot of these guys. I listen to them, I watch them, but I don't take everything what they say very seriously because everyone has an agenda. Skip Bayless had an agenda. Shannon Sharpe had an agenda. I think that's from that old school way of thinking. I don't even think Stephen A. Smith is even neutral no more. Stephen A. Smith has an agenda. All right. So a lot of these cats that are on Fox Sports 1 and ESPN and NBC and CBS, they all have agendas, okay? So don't take everything they say seriously or the gospel because there's a lot of elements of an agenda there. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Sorry for the video being extremely long. Those who listen to this from start to finish, I really do appreciate you doing that. That really helps with my algorithm. That really helps, get my channel recommended. So I really appreciate the people that listen from start to finish. Even if you watch halfway or the first thing comes out of my mouth, you're already in the comment section typing. I appreciate you guys as well. And I always gotta type and tell you guys, did you listen to the rest of the video? Because what you just said, I answered that question. Okay. So yeah, I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone subscribing. I appreciate everyone watching. Hit the like button for your boy. And check out my other videos. I uploaded a slew of videos last week. They need some love. Those videos need some love. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys when I can see you guys. Deuces.